March was all about transition for me. Not only had I put my skincare routine a bit on hold the last couple of months as I healed up from a bad breakout, but I also have been really trying to finish a lot of products because I have a lot of new ones that I want to open up and test for you guys. So give this video a big thumbs up because today I'm going to share with you guys some of the products that really made a big impression on me in the month of March, but I also want to share with you guys some of the products I have also emptied. So first product up is something that has made a huge impression on me. Now, some of you may know I have been incorporating retinol into my routine. And in fact, that breakout that I just spoke about was actually caused by a different retinol product that was too harsh for my skin. And it was kind of a bit of a mess to clean that up. So I was a little bit scared to try any other retinol product, but I do know that there's all different kinds of retinols out there. It can be a little bit tricky to get your skin to adjust to them, but the benefits, the promised benefits of retinol just really seem to be calling to me, and it really seems to be worth the trouble. So recently, the thing about being on Instagram is you get exposed to a lot of different skincare products, and I'm generally not that intrigued by Western skincare, but one just kind of keeps popping up over and over and over again, and that's Drunk Elephant. Now, I have tried quite a few of their products, and they've been okay. They haven't really blown me away, but I kept hearing about this Drunk Elephant A-Passioni retinol on Instagram, and everybody was saying it didn't irritate their skin. And I was like, you're liars. How can retinol not irritate your skin, right? The retinol that I had used before was 1% retinol, pretty high percentage. The retinol from Drunk Elephant is 1%. So I'm sitting here going like, how is this possible? Well, I actually was able to connect with Drunk Elephant, and they were able to send me the A-Passioni retinol to try out and test. And I am so incredibly thankful because this stuff's really good. This stuff really is good. And I'm saying that kind of coming from the stance of I've not been impressed with Drunk Elephant too much until now. This retinol didn't irritate my skin. I sound just like all the other people, but it's true. Now, I used that other retinol. It was irritating my skin. It caused massive breakouts. This was not purging, you guys. This was full on nasty irritation. So I stopped using this product, gave myself about 3 weeks, and then I started using the A-Passioni retinol cream. Now, the A-Passioni retinol cream, once I started this, I experienced no irritation, and I was scared because the other retinol would cause sensitivity and irritation the next day after application. So no irritation on application, no increased dryness. Now there is going to be some dryness, and my skin is a little bit dry. As I said, I put about 3 weeks in between the old retinol and this retinol, so it is possible that I'm not experiencing any additional dryness because I was already sort of dry from the other retinol product. I'm not saying you're not going to get dryness, but it just isn't extreme. The other harsh retinol really just kind of like, I could feel it on my skin. It was dry and tight the next day, and I never experienced that with A-Passioni. Now, I used the previous retinol product for, it was about 5 weeks I used it, and I could only use it once a week. One application a week for 5 weeks, and I had a lot of irritation and problems. I've been using the A-Passioni almost 2 months now, and I have actually been able to bump myself up to 2 times a week. Now, we're talking super sensitive skin here, guys, so this is actually such an amazing accomplishment for me with retinol, not only to not have the irritation, but to actually be able to take that next step and bump up my application without any irritation. So now, as I said, it's only been about a little, not quite 2 months. It's almost 2 months, and I don't want to talk about benefits yet because retinol needs time, and I don't want to jump the gun here and say anything anything that I might regret. No, I don't want to make any false claims or promises about this product until I've really put it through the ringer. But the reason that this makes the March favorites list is because it's the retinol for my skin. It's non-irritating, it's non-drying. It's just very easy for me to incorporate into my skin. It's got a ton of moisturizing, skin soothing ingredients. Do not worry, this is going to be a full-on dedicated video review in the coming months once I can gauge the results. I'll give you a teaser and tell you I think that it's helping to lighten hyperpigmentation. And I also noticed the other day as I was preparing for this video, you know what? My pores are definitely looking smaller and they're looking a lot more clear, especially my problem area is my nose. So that is very impressive. And of course, it is helping to control clogged pores and acne. It is making my skin clear. I do have still a little bit of purging going on, but I can see that clearer skin is emerging. So that's kind of like my update on it. I don't want to go too far into it, but I just want to tell you how impressed I have been because I have finally been able to find a retinol that is going to be gentle enough for my skin, but I am starting to see a few benefits emerging, so it's definitely effective as well as gentle. Okay, so next up is a product I didn't expect to like. I just want to be honest with you guys about my biases when it comes to products, because sometimes I'll read ingredients lists and I'll be like, I don't know, it doesn't sound very impressive. We'll see. I'm very challenging when it comes to new products, and I have to tell you, this one won me over. This is the Cosrx Balancium Comfort Ceramide Cream. Now, the reason that I was like, I don't know about this is because I read the ingredients and there was like, there's essential oils and there's silicones, and just generally speaking, I see those ingredients and I'm just like, not my favorite. But, I used this cream and I was like, hey, this feels really nice. So here's the thing about the cream. It is very emollient. It's highly emollient. It's almost ointment-like on the skin, and it almost like melts into your skin. It almost like creates like a melted like oil-like feel on the skin. It feels very, very comfort. Comfort is in the name, and it should be. It is well-deserved name. It is very comforting on the skin. It soothes dryness. It soothes any kind of like possible tightness on your skin, maybe even a little bit of irritation that you might be having. It's going to just be very comforting to the skin. And it really did impress me. Now, we are towards the end of winter here in the Midwest. It's still pretty cold here, not gonna lie. It is starting to warm up though. Please, spring, I'm waiting. But it's still a little bit dry, which means my skin is still a little bit dry. My skin, fun fact, changes with the seasons. My skin type does. So looking forward to spring, I'm going to be looking more towards combo to oily skin. But right now, still a little bit on the dry side. So I have to tell you, this has been a great wintertime ally. I really do like this one. The only thing I can say about it is I don't think I'm gonna like this one come the true springtime because it is very heavy. But if you need a literal comfort cream, this will do the trick. Now, sunscreen is a really tricky product for me, and I'm sure it is for a lot of you guys too, because it's just, there's so many factors that go into making sunscreen comfortable, and it's just always so challenging to find all of those combinations of what you need in one product, right? I mean, I just always struggle with sunscreen, and with sensitive skin that is so prone to dehydration and dryness, it's tough. It's tough. And I have to tell you, there's really only 2 sunscreens that have ever really made it for me, really made it to the winner circle, if you will. So I'm hesitant to test out sunscreens. Let me just put it that way. That being said, I've been testing out sunscreens. You know, you gotta go outside your comfort zone a little bit. So I've been going outside of my comfort zone and trying to explore different sunscreens and testing different sunscreens, of course, so I can share my opinion with you. And one of those sunscreens that I've been testing that definitely made an impression this month is the Thank You Farmer Sun Project Water Sunscreen. Now, this is SPF 50 with a PA+3. I would prefer to see a PA+4. Let me just put that out there right away. But it's fine. It's fine. This is still very good coverage. Why do I like this? Okay, first of all, again, I saw the ingredients list prior to getting it and wasn't sure. I was on the fence because there's alcohol in here. Now, alcohol's in a lot of sunscreens, and I'm of the mind that alcohol, generally speaking, is not a good ingredient for your skin, but I am of the mind that alcohol can play a different role in skincare products beyond just drying out your skin or irritating your skin. Of course, it's not there for that reason, but that's how it reacts on my skin. Alcohol in skincare can really, when it's formulated correctly, it really contributes to the weight of how the product feels on your skin, how it spreads across your skin, how it dries down. These are all very important factors when it comes to sunscreen. You don't want a heavy sunscreen. You don't want it to be sitting on top of your skin. Do you know what I mean? And you definitely don't want it to take 20 minutes to dry before you can put on your makeup or anything like that. So this is going to be an important function in a sunscreen formulation. It's just that oftentimes the alcohol isn't formulated properly, or it's in too high of amounts that it ends up irritating skin like mine. So that's why I don't like to see it in sunscreen. I try to avoid it when possible. It's very difficult to do that. However, alcohol's in here, it's not drying. That's why it's making the list, because I put it on my face fully expecting it to dry my skin out, for me to be like, yep, can write this one off. Nope, can't write this one off. I've been using this daily, like pretty much all of March, and there's no dryness. It doesn't dry your skin out when you wear it. It doesn't dry your skin out when you wear it multiple times in a row. It doesn't irritate your skin. It doesn't cause any kind of like congestion on your skin. It plays really well with makeup because it's not heavy on the skin, but it is moisturizing, and it dries down in a reasonable amount of time. Like, these are kind of all of the things I look for in a sunscreen, and this one has it. I was actually really blown away. Like I said, you know, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Sometimes I do have biases against products, but I'm 100% willing to admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong about this one. This one actually did impress me, and I'm happy to have this in my routine. Okay, and one of the other new products that I started this month that I was like, hey, this is actually pretty cool, is a product that is something I was really excited about the concept of, because this is a little bit of a different product. So this is the Innisfree Wrinkle Science Spot Treatment. A wrinkle spot treatment. What the heck is that, right? So little backstory. I'm pretty sure that this product comes out of the trend of, so in Korea, quite a few of the actresses, now Korean actresses, if you haven't seen them, are completely ageless. They look so incredible. Skin is flawless. It's smooth. They always look so youthful. And then you find out that they're like 40 or 50 and you're like, how is this possible? Your skin is like, it's amazing. So anything that a Korean actress says, I trust them. I'm going to follow their routines. But recently, some of the Korean actresses have said that they use eye cream all over their face as a face cream. Now, as much as I would love to be like 100% extra laying around in my house slathering $60 eye cream all over my face, using it up in like 2 weeks, that is not realistic for pretty much any of us, right? Eye creams are pretty expensive. So I think that this product kind of addresses that trend in Korea of like eye creams as face creams, because this is starting to become a thing. And I have seen a couple of other brands are trying to do eye cream face creams. So I think that this addresses that, but with a much better price tag. This is about $22. You get 1.3 fluid ounces, so a little bit more than your regular eye cream, but this is not for all over your face, but it is meant to also be used other places than your eyes. So very intriguing. Now, I've only been using this for a month, so I'm not going to talk about if it works on wrinkles because I just don't know. Products like these take a very long time. But why this made the list? A, because it's just like cool, right? It's like a totally different kind of product. But why this is making my list is because it actually works as a very good eye cream. So I have been using it under my eyes, but I've also been using it, I've got a couple of fine lines on my forehead from pretty much just making this face a lot in my life, but also around the mouth area as well. I've been using it as a preventative treatment. But on my eye area, it's making my eyes look more smooth. I don't want to say like that I have wrinkles around my eyes, but you know, especially when you have dry or dehydrated skin, your skin can get kind of crepey, especially in the thinner areas like your eye area. And they can also look very thinned out, especially when you haven't had a lot of sleep. Like this area can look more hollow. So it's not even exactly wrinkles, but it's just about making your skin look a lot smoother, more awake, more plumped up with moisture. I mean, I guess that's really what my main goals are right now for where I am in life. You know, I want to prevent wrinkles, but I'm not necessarily have a lot of wrinkles to treat. So for me, this product is performing really well as an eye cream because it's plumping my eye area up. It's making it look smooth. It works perfectly well with makeup. It's not like pilling up or getting too oily or heavy or anything like that. Plus, it actually works really well on the other areas that I'm using it too. I was slightly afraid that maybe it might end up clogging my pores, especially like on my forehead area. I am prone to like kind of textured skin up here, not necessarily acne, but just like textured skin. And I didn't notice an increase in texture. So that was like one of my main concerns about using something as rich as this on the rest of my face. And yeah, I'm just really impressed by how it's perking up my eye area. I definitely want to wait I want to wait until I'm basically done with this to tell you if it works for actual wrinkles, because if I can see an improvement in the creases in my forehead, that's going to be huge for me. Then you know that this is going to be a winner. But for an eye cream that multitasks for you, if you're kind of in the same boat as me, if you're looking for something that can multitask for your eye area, but maybe you want to do some preventative measures, maybe around your mouth area, or maybe you have the same kind of creasing issue with your forehead, this stuff is actually this is a really good product to get for a multitasking routine. Okay, so let's move on to Empties, shall we? Now, I'm actually getting very passionate about sharing my Empties with you, because it's one thing to talk about all these new products, but I think it's really cool to talk about the things that you actually used up completely, things that really perform for you, and give some really long-term impressions about how products perform. So one of the products that I emptied in March was one that I am actually pretty sad to see go, the ENS Jung Sun Soothing Moisture Skin Essence. You guys have heard about this one quite a bit in my other videos, because this stuff is pretty darn good. I really like this. So first things first, ENS is actually a pretty indie Korean skincare brand. You're probably like, who is ENS? This is a new Korean line, and this is one that I really think you guys need to watch out for this one. Now, the only product that they have right now is this toner. This is their flagship product, but according to Instagram, they have a new product coming out soon. So I'm very excited about that. Hopefully I can get my hands on it. But let's talk about this toner. So it's very hydrating because it's a toner, but what's really unique about it for me, beyond the hydration factor, which I can't get enough of with dehydrated skin, it has ceramides in it. Moisture barrier loving ceramides, right? Plus niacinamide, we all like that, plus 8 other moisturizing ingredients. So this is a very balanced toner, and it is called like a skin essence because it functions as a toner, but because it's so jam-packed with nutrients for your skin, it could be considered an essence as well. Thickness on this one is more of like a jelly-like thicker texture, jelly type toner. So this is a really nice wintertime toner. This is great for dry or dehydrated skin. It's jam-packed full of moisturizing, great ingredients, nothing yucky in here. So very impressive ingredients list, great performing toner, and I just really couldn't get enough of it. And hopefully I will get to replace this one. I've got quite a few other things to test, but like I said, I highly recommend this because this ingredients list is just amazing. So next up is a product that I have spoken about before and actually has its own dedicated review on my channel, so you guys can check that out if you want to learn a little bit more about how this performs. But I did finish another bottle. I have bought so many of these. The Face Shop Rice Water Bright Light Cleansing Oil. This stuff is just probably my #1 favorite oil cleanser. Now, I am an oil cleansing girl. I have used balms in the past, but I mostly lean towards cleansing oils, and this one just really takes the cake for me. It's super lightweight. There's no filmy residue when you rinse it off. It takes off makeup like a champ. It actually also takes my eye makeup off without the use of an additional eye makeup remover, which is huge. I love that. Now, this one does have some added fragrance to it, so those of you who are sensitive to that, and I know a few have had issues using it in their eye area who are sensitive to fragrance. I am not. I've had no issues with that, but I just like to issue warnings if I know about, sensitivities to things. This one is very inexpensive. I think that's why I keep going back to it time and time again, because I appreciate a budget product, especially when it comes to cleansers, because cleansers to me get rinsed down the drain, and it's just not really where I want to focus my skincare budget, if that makes sense. So this retails usually around under $10, so it's a real winner in my book. And I don't know, is this bottle 10? Is this bottle 15? I'm not really sure, but I've gone through so many. Speaking of products that I've gone through so many of, and speaking of sunscreen, Shisedo Senka Anti-Aging Sunscreen. This is my ride or die sunscreen. It has been for years and years and years. This is the only one that really seemed to work for my skin. Of course, until I discovered the Klairs Soft Air UV Essence, a much newer product. But before that, this is the OG. This is the sunscreen that did it for me. And I really love this stuff. I just emptied emptied a bottle. I have another one in my stash. I will continue to purchase it. It's highly moisturizing. This is best for dry or dehydrated skin. It's very non-irritating, and the only thing about this one that I would say is not my favorite is it just takes a little bit longer to dry down. But as I mentioned before, sunscreens are just so tricky to get right that it's just one of those things that I'll make allowances for, because this stuff it's so good. I love it. And finally, another product that I am actually sad to see go in my skincare routine is one that needs no introduction. It's Stratia Liquid Gold. Now, this is the product that I credit with solving all my moisture barrier issues. And not only did it heal my damaged moisture barrier, but it also kind of helped keep my moisture barrier in shape as I started to reintroduce chemical exfoliation into my routine. So I've been using this every morning and every night. Never missed an application, no fail, since the beginning of October, and I literally just ran out of it like a day ago. So that's 5 months of use. This product retails for $25. This is an amazing deal. This is such a good deal. It lasted forever. I love this little airless pump too, because you get every last drop out of the bottle, so you're not wasting anything. And I can't say anything much more about it. I've got a dedicated review to this one if you want to learn more, but this is just really, forgive me for having a lack of better words, but this is just the gold standard when it comes to barrier care. So that is my product roundup for the month of March. So let me know in the comment box below, what's a new product that you have recently been really enjoying or been impressed by? Let me know in the comment box below. If you're not already subscribed to my channel and you made it this far, why don't you consider subscribing? I release 2 new skincare videos every single week, and if you turn on that little notification bell, you will never miss the next time I upload a new video. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, come on over to Instagram and say hi. I post there daily about my skincare routines, I do mini reviews, and I introduce new products. So don't forget to join me on Instagram. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I really hope that you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.